The 7th generation Corolla is represented by a diverse range of modifications, 3- and 5-door hatchbacks, 4-door sedan, 5-door liftback, and station wagon. You don't have to worry about corrosion. The bodies of the Japanese are galvanized, although they also have weaknesses. Over time, the hinges of the front doors wear out, which is why they close poorly, and on hatchbacks, liftbacks, and station wagons, due to poor protection from precipitation, the trunk lid hinges rust. Another -3-door hatchbacks is that the wide rear pillars somewhat limit visibility. So long. The interior of the car is quite spacious, and it can normally accommodate 5 people. There are no complaints about the quality of plastic interior parts and sound insulation. More common are the basic versions, cars without any frills. Although all cars manufactured after 1995 were already equipped with front airbags as standard, only expensive equipment was equipped with electric mirrors and windows. Compared to competitors, the trunk of the Corolla is small. Engines. The range of engines is quite modest, 5 petrol and 1 diesel. Moreover, only luxury series modifications intended for the Japanese market were equipped with gasoline engines of 1.5 liters, 105 horsepower, and 1.6 liters, 160 horsepower. So the choice for domestic consumers is limited to only 4 engines. With proper operation, the motor resource of all units before replacing the rings is about 250,000 kilometers. In Ukraine, gasoline modifications are more common. These engines have good fuel economy. For example, a unit with a volume of 1.4 liters, 88 horsepower, in the urban cycle consumes an average of 7.7 liters per 100 kilometers. In addition, gasoline engines are reliable. Of the characteristic malfunctions, one can note the failure of the pump, which serves about 150,000 kilometers, and a lambda probe. The muffler corrugation is not too durable either. It burns out in every second Corolla. Excessively noisy engine idling signals that it is necessary to adjust the thermal clearances of the valves. Transmission. Most cars are equipped with a 5-speed manual gearbox. 4-speed automatic transmissions, as a rule, were installed only on models designed for the Japanese and American markets. These cars had an all-wheel drive transmission, and all the Europeans had front-wheel drive. Mechanics is very reliable, and with a timely oil change every 40,000 kilometers, it is able to go out the entire life of the car without problems. But troubles can arise with the clutch hydraulic drive. If the cuffs of the main or working cylinder begin to leak, then these parts will have to be replaced entirely. Since replacing the cuffs does not always solve the problem, after a while they pass the liquid again. Suspension. The independent chassis provides the Corolla with a good ride, and thanks to the anti-roll bars installed front and rear, the car holds the road well even in tight turns. Although suspension maintenance is expensive, so, on average, every 30 to 40,000 kilometers it is necessary to change the bushings of the front stabilizer, and after 40 to 50,000 kilometers, the stabilizer struts. The same parts of the rear stabilizer last longer, 40 to 50,000 kilometers and 50 to 60,000 kilometers, respectively. The front silent blocks of the front levers serve 70 to 80,000 kilometers, and the rear silent blocks and ball bearings are even more durable. But the most expensive procedure is the replacement every 60,000 kilometers of silent blocks of longitudinal rods in the rear suspension. Rubber bands are supplied with rods. Silent blocks of transverse rods serve about 80,000 kilometers. Steering. Most cars are equipped with power steering rack and pinion, but it can only be called reliable with the stretch. Over time, oil seals often leak and steering rack bushings break. At the same time, the braking system is quite effective. ABS is also common. The purchase of this car is recommended for family people who do not require model appearance from the vehicle and do not choose a car in terms of its prestige.